Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. Today's pod, you know what? The All-Star games, they finished. All-Star weekend's done. We won't have NBA until Thursday, so we're just gonna talk some All-Star weekend. We're also gonna talk about, it's the all the craze about tanking. We'll bring up some tanking talks. And also we're gonna look at the standings and see some of the matchups we would like to see this playoffs. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. How's my boy Wes doing today?
You already know, man. Every day above ground.
Of course, as long as we are 10 feet up, we are good. Can't complain. We got to watch the All-Star weekend this week. I'm sure many people got to watch it. I seen it's like their highest rated one in a while. In like last 5, 10 years, something like that. It's one of their highest rated ones, which is good to see. I think a lot of people were really critical about the concept, the world versus USA. How are they going to do it? Blah, blah, blah. Overall, I'll say I'll ask you overall for the whole weekend, like the whole weekend. Was it a success or are we still missing the boat? We'll dive into like everything, but we missing something.
We always consider missing something. Like, are we missing something? Yeah. You know. Do we know what exactly? There's a few suggestions. We hear the public talk about one-on-ones. We hear that kind of a lot more frequent, right? I like it personally. For dribble, the best player, the best isolation players in the league, right? Get the Cam Thomases some shine. You know what I mean? The MPJs, you know what I mean? Get those guys some shine, right? Like one on one, right? Maybe they can bring back Horse from back in the day, like
Hmm.
did in the '80s, like something like that, like some trick shots, whatever, right? Some just stuff that's fun, easy going, but it's still a competition, right? You know what I mean? I don't think replacing All-Star game is the answer with any of those. The dunk off, I feel these days, as it was opposed to, let's say, the early 2000s, there was more contestants. So I feel like the more contestants made things a little bit more exciting, refreshing, right? The dunk off now has four, for example, right? It would have been more exciting if there was eight, a little more rounds, a little more dunks, a little more, like what it used to. The 3-point competition is always going to be exciting, but the difference is before is there was more guys. It was two half courts, right, going at the same time, like split screen. You know what I mean? So if maybe they could have more contestants like they did before, I would start there and then see how the ratings is and sort of thing like that. Then if it's still streamlines and it's or goes down, then I guess get the ones, but I think they should add the ones regardless, personally.
I actually, I completely forgot back in the day that the 3-point shooting used to be divided. Like two guys used to kind of go at the same time. I feel like they scrapped that pretty quickly, but those because I think it was a brief time. I think I remember that time. For the overall weekend, I would say it was a success because at the end of the day, as long as the Sunday is good, then then everything else can kind of hit. No one's really gonna remember the Saturday unless something crazy happened. I think the rookie game was a rookie game. I've never heard the only rookie game I can ever remember people really talking about was I think maybe two. I think it was it Kyrie versus Dion Waiters? No, no.
It
Or
was that was the one, and he dropped Brandon. Wow,
it was
I'm
Brandon Knight.
forgetting Brandon
Brandon
Knight. He
Knight
dropped.
versus Dion Waiters, I think. Was it that one? I think it was that one they were kind of going back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah.
Um, that's the only one I can really remember. I know Luca and Trey were kind of like, was that the All-Star game or I think it was the rookie game where they're just kind of shooting far shots. But normally the rookie game isn't that exciting. I feel like this year they focused a lot on like personalities. They let personalities like okay, Vince, Tracy McGrady, Mello, um,
Yeah, yeah.
what's his name? What's Rivers' boy name again? Um,
Austin.
Austin Rivers. Like
And I'm glad that he got time to do his thing. Like I'm glad because I kind of like his takes. When I hear his takes, he makes sense. It's good to hear takes from a guy that's been in the league that was doing something in the league.
uh,
You know what I mean?
uh, So like I kind of like that they brought those guys in. Melo was a very big like I kind of like that because I think these are guys that people know who care about the game, who are looking to see it grow. I know sometimes people can dislike Chuck and Shaq and because they sometimes downgrade the league.
They're
Which
old school. They're old school. That's
they're
fine.
more old school, and we're gonna get to the tanking part soon, but they kind of kept dogging on it, and I feel like a lot of people did. But I was saying the beginning of the year, like everyone was kind of like pretty good with this season. Everyone was pretty happy with how the season was going. No one was really hating on anything. Everyone was kind of like pretty happy. So, but yeah, I think the All-Star, what can fix Saturday? Because I kind of think Sunday was good, and we'll get to that. But like, what fixes Saturday? And this is where everyone wants to blame LeBron James. Like everyone blames LeBron James for the All-Star weekend, which I'm thinking like, oh, LeBron wasn't intense enough. Kobe was intense. Everyone was intense. Everyone cared. Da 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 da. What I like that everyone's doing. I'm not sure if you've seen Kevin Durant did it. Anthony Edwards did it last night. They all said, "You guys keep talking about us not caring about the All-Star game." Jokic, the one that every media has falls in love with, can care the fuck less about All-Star Weekend. He can care less about All-Star Weekend. Luca can care less about All-Star Weekend. Why does anyone harp on them? Nobody harps on them caring about it, but they want LeBron James in year 22 to care about All-Star Weekend.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense,
which is true, which is very true. That's a very
right?
good point you brought up. Yeah,
LeBron is year 22. Why do I should care about All-Star Weekend? That man should
when
love
was
to be on
when
vacation.
was about my 42, 42, 41, 42?
You
How
know?
much of him do you want to care at 41, 42? How
Yeah.
much?
Yeah, I
How
agree.
much? He
It
had his first All Star game, Luca, and were they even playing ball like that seriously those days? Like seriously, come on.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I think
No.
it's easy. Now, the only thing, and I've said it before, and I've been pretty consistent about it. The only thing I'll ever blame LeBron for is the dunk contest. I'll blame LeBron for the dunk contest.
Holy shit.
And it's because he never went to the dunk contest ever. No one else does it. We've been stripped of guys like Zion, should have been it. I think Jalen Green was in it, so I'm glad. The last time we've had
A
some
star.
really good players, I want to say the 2016 one. Let me
The
even look.
2016 one was, I know it was Aaron Gordon and the Zach LaVine showdown. I know that, right? And at the time in their career, they were pretty good players, right?
Yeah.
But
Like
shout
Jalen
out to,
Jalen Brown did it a few years ago,
yeah,
which
recently,
was
yeah.
which was
Thank
good.
God. Because it's like I don't know who Keyshawn Johnson is.
No, not at all.
I don't know, and I'm not a casual fan by any means, right? And
Yeah.
shout out to Keyshawn for that dunk off, and he's from the Bay. You heard he's from the Bay. You're in this twang, but he just really. We'll get into that. We'll get
So
into
like
that.
in 2018, okay, Donovan Mitchell was in it, so it's good, right? It's someone who like the dunk contest should be for like rising stars, like kind of like and not rising and like middle kind of stars, right? When Kobe was in it, he was a rising young talented player.
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
kind of the same way. That's why I do agree. LeBron should have done it. LeBron
Oh,
should
Jordan was. I feel like Jordan was wearing the threes. He was big time. He was superstar. Jordan was
be
superstar.
like
Like
that's big. Like
he was superstar. Dominic Wilkins those days. This is mid '80s. Like this is '86 before we were born. You talking that dunk? This is big time. Dominic Wilkins big time. Jordan was big time. Those guys were all star superstar,
so
franchise player.
in 2019, Hamidou Diallo won, and
Who is he? Where is he? I know he's on the league.
like Dennis Smith Jr. was there, Miles Bridges was there. Miles
Not
Bridges
on the league. Miles
was
Bridges.
was
Okay.
very young at the time. John Collins is the only one I can say at that in 2019 was like a growing star. I think at the time
Yeah.
people projected him to be like a guy. Like people
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be the next coming of like the power forwards. 2020, yeah, Derrick Jones Jr., who's a high flyer. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
it.
That's okay. That's okay.
Um, Aaron Gordon, and then Pat Connaughton, and then Dwight Howard. So like Dwight, this is 2020, so Dwight Howard is not
This
like
is 2020. He was in the 2020, huh?
yeah.
Wow. I missed that.
2021, Anthony Simons, Obi Toppin. Cassius Stanley, which is kind of like doesn't
He's
even,
definitely in the league now.
like Obi Toppin. I liked because everyone knew he was a great dunker, so like him
Yeah,
being in wasn't bad. Obi Toppin won the following year. The only person that like who I can say, okay, Jalen Green was there. Once again, a growing young, could be star in it. I think that's what helps. And then there was like pretty much the Mac McClung
I was
year.
gonna say Mac 3 straight years, but who else
Yeah.
were the contestants though?
2023, Trey Murphy the third. I like that.
Okay,
Jericho
Rising. That's good.
Sims, Kenyon Martin Jr.
Okay, like they have really literally just always one player rising, and everyone else is
Yeah.
just
Mac McClung, Jalen Brown, Yame Hawkes, Jacob Toppin. So I once again, Jalen Brown being there, it's nice. It's good for him to be
actual
there.
star. Yeah,
2025, Andre Jackson Jr. Uh, Buzelis from Chicago. I kind of like that one. Stephon
that's
Castle.
not bad. Yeah, Castle. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
so Castle and Buzelis there is good.
yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I think, like you just said, if it was Castle like next year in it, it would be more better. But Castle in his like rookie or second year, whatever, isn't as exciting.
It isn't. I agree. I
It has
agree.
to be a guy in his like honestly like third year and he's growing into something. Then it makes sense. Then this year, like, yeah, like who you really the Keyshawn Johnson guy, no one knows who he was, man. To be honest. If we
Fortunately.
go give me a year and we'll and this is how we got it. Well, give me any year and I'll find it.
What about let's just throw a random year. Let's say 2013.
Okay, 2013.
Yeah.
It was, see, wasn't that great? Terrence Ross, Jeremy Evans, Eric Bledsoe, Kenneth Reed, Gerald Green, James White.
See, they had 6 guys though in 2013. They
That's
had
six
six
guys.
guys.
And Terrence Ross was a dunker. Like
Same with James White. He was doing free throw line stuff. James White. Okay, now let's go with let's say '08.
'08. Okay. Um, Dwight Howard,
Okay,
J-
this is prime Dwight
Gerald,
Howard style.
Jared Green, Jamar
Okay,
Newman, who was a dunker,
okay,
and Rudy
he was.
Gay.
So they only had 4 that year.
He had four. But like look
Really?
at the names, right? Gerald Green won the year previously, so people knew him as a dunker. So he's just repeating himself. So that's one.
Yeah,
That's fine. Jamario
that's
Moon
good.
is a dunker, and a lot of people knew that he was a dunker.
He was a
Rudy
dunker.
Gay
Yeah,
in '08 was a guy people liked a lot. So
he was a 20 point guy, 18 point guy in Memphis. He was
and then Dwight Howard was what in
prime
'08?
Dwight.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
prime Dwight.
is that like not a top five player, Dwight? So
That's definitely I would say top 3 player Dwight in '08 because I feel like this is finals was the next season I believe for Dwight.
oh
'09.
yeah, that should be because 2010 is 2010 is the last Kobe Boston Celtics one. So yeah. Yeah, so you at least had a guy, either you had budding stars or a guy,
A
right?
top 5 player. Yeah, like when was the last time there was a top 5 player in the dunk off, right?
And like
Jalen Brown is not a top 5 player, but he's top 25.
and I think there's just players that we knew about, man. I think that's what it comes down to. Because okay, in
Yeah,
'02, it wasn't like it was crazy, but Desmond Mason, me and you can both already picture Desmond Mason right there.
so
Jared
he's
Richardson,
dunking.
Jason Richardson, we know Jason Richardson,
Yeah,
Steve Francis, Jared Wallace, these guys were like,
Flash. Yeah, those
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's legit though. That sounds legit though. Steve Francis those days, '02. This was Steve Francis,
'02.
yeah, man.
Yeah. So like it's not people that weren't known, I should say. They're more known than, Richardson. What's the guy's name who won? Jay Sean?
Keyshawn Johnson. And
Like,
even if Steve Francis was the one with Vince Carter and Therese McGrady, I think the '99 or 2000.
right?
The iconic one.
Like when we talk about names, those guys are at least names. Like there's no one Jackson Hayes, people don't you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same. So I think once again, we do need a little bit more of
Even Carter Bryant's not a name, but I like him. Like I
right.
I
I think
follow
he
Carter
will
Bryant.
be
I fuck with
something.
him.
Yeah, I think he will become
But
something.
I can't lie, he had the cleanest dunks, like his extension, the bounce. He's long, pause. He's legit 6'9" with some
Yeah.
real length.
He's one of the
He's
best
legit,
defenders
man.
in the league. Like he's scary because like they
Spurs are
don't play him. They don't really play him
I know.
because they don't like need to play him, and that's the more terrifying part. They
They
don't.
got rid of they waived Shohan, and Shohan is a pretty decent defender. Offensively, he
Yeah.
wasn't the greatest, but Shohan was getting it after on the defensive end. You have
So
Carter Bryant, you have
that,
Lane. That's why
that's what
Spurs are.
yeah. That's why when you're so young and you got to play everyone, we can't play everybody. You
They
can't.
need to keep Carter Bryant. Like they need to find a way to play him because you drafted him, Castle, Wemby, like the process on Champ not Champagne, Harper. Like
The
you guys are doing
Champagne
it.
starts. So
Champagne starts, right?
yeah, he
They got guard
starts.
play. They got guard play.
So
They
that's
got
what
guard play.
they, you know, uh, who knows what that. I think the Spurs, maybe, man, maybe
I'm
have
excited to
have
watch
to
them in
make
the
a move.
offs. I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna have to make a move. The Spurs eventually.
Wait till this. Well, the
Wait,
season
they can
has.
wait. They can wait. They can wait years. They don't have to.
Yeah. No, to be honest, see we all got this season. Next season, I wouldn't even get anyone like you said. I would just adjust rotation if I need to. Just slot guys in with more minutes here. Carter Bryant, hello, for
Yeah.
example, just sort of thing. But yeah, yeah. We'll get into that when we get talk about the playoff matchup because I'm kind of excited to talk about that. I can't lie about potential matchups if the playoffs were tomorrow.
Um, the 3-point shot, the 3-point contest. Dame has an Achilles, and the man won.
Are you supposed to be jumping? Are you supposed to be really jumping like that?
I think you
Like
can jump. I
listen,
think it's the running that I was most like, how should he? But I'm thinking, okay, he had the Achilles like a while ago, so he should be more okay than others.
he's not 22 though anymore.
Yeah, he should be more okay than others. But it was
I
fun.
hear you.
It was fun.
It
Um,
was.
they did a smart thing while having that first. Very smart to have it first because maybe if they had that one third like they normally do, maybe no one's watching the dunk contest. But it kind of just led everything in the All-Star
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so I think that was probably still the most fun thing. Unfortunately, I want the dunk contest to be the most fun thing. I want that one to be the thing that
We all do, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
so like yeah, no, it's difficult, but it was fun, man. Conker started it off like
It's
flamethrower.
killing it,
So
killing it.
man, I can see the league once again. Charlotte's pivoting to him and Brandon Miller. They're pivoting. They're like, thank goodness, we don't need to let go of LaMelo Ball. We can keep him because he's not a horrible point guard. We have some talent around them. That team keeps
Now
winning.
everyone's seeing that all of a sudden now.
Hey,
Everyone's
you're
eating up
right.
on LaMelo Ball. I'm seeing some videos online about some headings. I'm not even watching. I'm just seeing, oh, LaMelo Ball. The reason why LaMelo Ball is. I'm like, this is interesting because before it was like, get rid of LaMelo
Two
Ball.
months ago, man. 2 months ago, everyone was ready to kick him out, but now the team's winning
And I was by his side, pause, saying this guy
100%.
is the most top two talent, top three talent. And now looking, I was like, oh, we don't need, okay, okay.
100%. 100%. You know what? I think you're not doing yourself justice and talking shit more. You should be talking shit more because you're right. 100% you're right. 100%. Because like me included, but I will say I did say I think it was in the off season or something like, hey, I kind of feel bad for LaMelo because he just hasn't had the talent around him. He's the one guy who
You
can
did,
play.
no, you're right. You said that. You said that.
Like
You
I've never been a
definitely,
LaMelo fan. I never been a LaMelo fan, but I do think that if the man had more talent around him, more
yeah.
it could be better. And like they have Diabate who doesn't stop getting rebounds, and that's what like Miller has stepped up. Khan is
A
phenomenal.
flamethrower. Bridges is just doing what he needs to do. Utility.
Yeah, man, they're not bad, man. They're not bad at all. But yeah, shout out to Dame for winning the 3-point contest. He
Shout out
clearly
to Dame. Shout out to D Book.
Yeah, yeah, I made it
But they
interesting.
still got names. They still got, which I like. They still got names in 3 point contests, which is
That's what
good
it
still.
is. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's willing to lose, man. You had Donovan Mitchell, you had Norm, you you had Bobby Portis. Don't know why Bobby Portis.
Yeah, but
Uh
still, Bob Portis is a name. Bob Portis is a
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah,
Like you know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, yeah. Like you have, yeah, yeah.
That's the
So
thing.
it's
Like
like,
the dunk contest doesn't need to be like if you don't want Anthony Edwards, that's fine. But if you had Brandon Miller, if you had guys like that,
yeah,
that
yes,
makes the Jalen Johnson like these up and coming people who we know can like dunk. Like
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
like let's see what they can do. Like
Cooper's a rookie. He should be joining Cooper.
I think that'd be good if Cooper was there. I think you should try to get Cooper next. Like I think yeah, I don't know. I think I do think next year, and I've been saying LeBron should make the All-Star weekend all about him because I think 100% he's retiring next year. 100%.
100% he's retiring.
Yeah, he's come on. It's just you know
It's written on the wall. You
I
don't
think
feel year after next year because I kind of feel there's part of me that feels not even next year, the year after that. Part of me feels that. Part of me feels like maybe Bryce needs to come into the league and
so
then
he's gonna
he's
be
done.
25 years in the league. That's like
I
unseeable.
feel like he's gonna go for that, and there's no player that's gonna ever play 25 years in NBA, and he's gonna have all of those. There's gonna be Wilt records, and there's gonna be LeBron records, and that's it.
25 years is crazy. Like the reason I think is next year is because his contract's done, and I think he just wants one more year. I think he's telling himself just do the 24 years, but I think he wants to stay in LA. But I think the writing's on the wall. That man's going to Cleveland. He's either going to Cleveland or Golden State. But I think he's going to Cleveland.
Whoa, if he goes to Golden State, no, that's
Yeah,
that.
I'm like,
If he goes to Golden State, it's like the equivalent of when Elijah went to Toronto for 1 year and then retired.
yeah, 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 don't go there.
There's no, don't do that. Just don't do that. Your legacy is still great, but you didn't need that on your legacy. You need to play
Yeah.
with Toronto.
No, no, not at all. Um, okay, now the game, All-Star game.
The game which I was always saying to everyone, I'm like, I don't give a f about this game. I'm gonna miss it. Da, da, da. Even though I still want to see how it would pan out, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
After what I'm hearing and what I've seen after, I want to see the whole thing. Person, real
Um,
talk.
I'm, once again, what we were saying, like this new concept, people were wondering, people were like, okay, is it gonna be good? Is it not? Da, da, da. I honestly would give it a good, I want to say 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10. And that's more for the fact that they tried. And I think that meant a lot. Them watching these mans like generally try. I like the fact that they tried. It was, thank goodness they tried. The last game was kind of shitty, but I think if they had to do the order again, they would let the old heads start. So if they were to win, they wouldn't, because they went back to back and like, man, LeBron's still 40, Kawhi's still like 33, 4. Like, there's a lot of mileage on that squad, I should say. Just overall, a lot of mileage on that squad. You're asking a lot of them. It does it's funny that the team that won was the youngest team. Like generally the youngest team won, right? Because like they're I think the average age for that team was like 25 or something.
Oh shit, that's hella young.
It's all was young in comparison, right? So I don't know. I think, but I think it was good. Even LeBron tried. I saw LeBron playing defense, like, but all in all, like before I even go on, I just want to thank Wemby because it was him. That man got off the court off the first game and looked legit mad, like look legit mad, like he lost a playoff game.
Yeah, yeah, when they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He wasn't happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that.
He was pissed, and it's like, yo, this guy's taking it seriously. So when people saw him taking, this man was blocking shots. Man blocked like 3 shots, and like he was
Yeah.
trying.
He pinned. He actually pissed him like, oh, no one gets pinned in an All-Star game.
Right? I think sometimes mans are trying to like I think Carlton Towns, even though he made the shots, I can't lie, but he was shooting from really far, and I think it was kind of like, nah, man, don't shoot from far. Like when they, missed the assignment and Scotty got the game-winning shot. Shouts out to Scotty. Shouts out to Toronto. Shots out. Get a, good job, Scotty. When he hit that game winner, yo, Wemby was like, why was no threes, no threes? And he was pissed. Like. I loved it. I loved it. It made it fun. Everyone
It
tried.
did.
If there was a first star, he gets the first star. I honestly think Kawhi gets the second star. I know Ant Edwards won the MVP, but
MVP, yeah.
I think Kawhi, like that second game where Kawhi is going for like 40 points, man, come on, man. Or like he was going for a lot of points, I should say.
Classic Kawhi.
He was, this is Kawhi we're talking about.
I even seen someone get a jump shot blocked. I forgot who blocked. I don't know if it was Edwards or somebody, but I'm like, jump shots are getting blocked?
This is Kawhi, the same guy that we all see doesn't play every game. This is Kawhi.
He's
How did
playing. I know. I know. Playing the All-Star game. Playing. Kawhi actually got a couple of steals, like some pass lane steals. I'm like, this is what's going on in the All-Star game. I love it.
yeah,
The
it was
best game overall was obviously the World versus USA, like bar none. Like those guys gave a fuck, and it was good to see like that. It was good to see overall, even from the tip. I've seen some guys switching over on screens, getting up on guys. I'm just like,
it was good,
something
man.
different here. This is a little different here than what I'm used to. A little different, and I love it though. I love it. You know what I mean? So if this trend can continue, but it starts with the guys from not USA, right? It starts with those guys. Like the international guys seem like, yo, like this is our job. We take it seriously.
So the
You know what I
average
mean?
age for the Stripes, which was the veteran team, was 32. The
Yeah,
average age for the Stars, which was the younger guys, 24.8, so pretty much 25. I'm trying to get the world one as well. I think the world will be probably a little higher because of everyone's
says
world.
the Joker. You know what I
Joker,
mean?
Giannis is like a 28.
Yeah,
Um,
it's only 28. I thought nigga 30. Okay, that's good.
oh yeah, Giannis is probably 30. Like I think Pascal, same age. So probably let's say they're like probably 29, 30. Because it has to be lower than the vets.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're probably around that age.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, it's just but that last game was kind of a dud, but it's just because the veterans were most likely tired as fuck, and they are going against a team that just like didn't play for 10 minutes. It happens when we play pickup, man. Sometimes a team goes on a
So,
run, a team wins like 3 games in a row, and they're kind of beat, and then that young, fresh team is there. They're wiping the brakes out of you, dog.
yeah, yeah,
That's like
yeah.
sometimes you can go on a streak and playing, on the court and lose your last game, all because you were madly tired.
Tired, yep. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
So, but yeah, what else did you think about the All-Star game?
I thought guys just overall just guys just like I said, I didn't see the whole thing as I should have. Right. There's a lot of little things I missed, things that I pay attention to, like, the all like for example, the All-Star game shoes. Guys
Mhm.
come out with their releases, new releases, stuff like that, new debut shoes. I kind of missed it. I seen in the media, I think Donovan Mitchell was carrying some like see-through briefcase with like his new All-Star edition shoes or the Mitchell some spiders or something like that. So I miss little things like that, and you know what I mean, which I'm gonna try to find a platform where I can watch it on. So you know what I mean, because I really want to see those things, right? But I just kind of seen the game, right? I heard the performance. What was it, Brandy? I was hearing mixed
Brandy did
reviews.
the national anthem.
National anthem. Mixed reviews I was hearing, right? But the media, people are gonna talk shit. People know talent be talking shit anyway. So, Brandy at the end of the day, let's keep it a buck. One of the great R&B singers, has a voice, legit has talent. Like
Hmm.
whether you like the genre of music she sings or not, she's legit. So shout out to Brandy. But yeah, Ant-Man, I just want Ant-Man to be the face of the league for some reason. Like I feel like he has that charisma, the All Star game post game interview. I don't know if y'all seen his commercial, his new commercial where he's getting at some of these players, and he's getting at like All Star players like Giannis and Joker and Shapes in the commercial. But shouts out to Ant, right? So, but overall, the All Star weekend, what I've seen, we didn't really talk about the skills, by the way. I kind of like how they brought like some of the old school guys, the father son stuff like
Yeah,
that, like some paid homage.
it wasn't bad. Something about it just doesn't intrigue me about it.
I hear you, but I just like that. It's just
Yeah,
like see, I see Ron Harper and his kid, and then there's the
it's
other
very good.
Harper. You know what I mean? I'm seeing Allen Houston. I'm just like, I'm seeing Brunson's pops and Brunson, Allen Houston. Like, yo, okay, okay, like you know what I mean. So it was good to see those things, right? Also, like it's good to see everyone All Star Week and then how they've been doing, how they've been playing, and it's just overall good feeling, right? That's what All Star Week is about. Long weekend too. So
Ron
yeah, man.
Harper, he made a jab on LeBron. I think they asked him some sort of question, and then he's like, "Yeah, I don't force my kids to play basketball like other people. Like I think he's, I don't force my kids to play basketball like LeBron. Like I think he said LeBron's name, and his sons were there, and they're like, "Oh shit, come on, man, come on, pops, why are you saying?"
Shit, yeah, you didn't say that. You didn't say that,
Yeah,
bro.
you need to say all that, but like think to myself, but both your kids play ball, so let's not act like
Yeah, because they're just better than Brown Brown. Just
yeah,
better
like
than
that's what it
Brown.
comes down to. Like let's not act like
That's why I'm saying that.
let's not act like your kids, both your sons don't play basketball. They're both currently in the league
Yeah,
playing basketball, so we can't.
like you should be getting at your ex teammate Jordan. Definitely forced his kids to play ball.
Yeah, you know what
He
I'm saying.
definitely forced his kids to play ball.
Um,
So
so it doesn't. But yeah, I just think I'm glad for this All-Star weekend. It was good. I want to see what they do next year. If they do the same thing, cool. I do like the one-on-one. Shouts out to the Unrivaled because they do one-on-one and
mm,
and
mm,
and like a lot of guys are calling for it, but I think some people think it's an ego thing and it's all about, yeah, it's such we so focused on the stars, so we kind of might as well do individual. But I kind of like having that team aspect of it all. I would even like, if you had all 30 teams, and then you made like whoever you can only play two of the guys and maybe one extra, or maybe three guys and one extra, and did like best out of 11 tournament, like just random best out of 11 tournament, 3-on-3 with one additional person, and you see what happens. Because some big threes are better than other big threes, right? Some big threes
true,
can like
true.
can really win and go far, and it may not be let's just say I'm gonna name it like Sacramento. I know they're not doing a lot now, but a team that goes up to 11 of Zach LaVine, DeMar, and Sabonis could potentially go far because you have a rebounder, a jump shooter, and a guy who can hit threes. So like it's a different type of offense when it's
Not bad. That's not bad. Three on three still.
right. Like how far could a Philadelphia go with a Maxi, VJ, and Embiid? Right, just those little
Because
things, man.
we ain't gonna put PG.
Right,
We ain't gonna put PG on that.
like New York would do well, but if you're like a small team, maybe you won't do well. And like, I don't know. I just think it's one of those things that it would be
What
kind of
about
fun,
Portland? What about Portland? I think Portland got some versatile guys that could be in the three
right?
on three.
You do
That's
a three
kind of
on three,
crazy.
you can go escape. Let's say you went Drew, Denny, Klingon, and make Sharp be your like fourth guy. Klingon can get rebounds. He can hit some threes.
You're starting some threes in the Rising Stars. He was getting playing with some
He's doing
confidence.
his
I can't
thing.
lie.
Definitely doing his
I
thing.
can't lie.
To me, there's just so much like you can do, but I definitely like the one-on-one. Um, to see like especially a KD, him
Yeah,
on one. I think Mavs will definitely play defense. Like Ant Edwards is playing defense,
yeah,
Wemby's playing defense. So
yeah. If
I
you get those three would play defense. Those three would wanna, because they're real hoopers. Even if you get a Harden, I feel like Harden would do
yeah, I'm
his thing in
saying
the
so.
one.
I just think like
You want Kyrie. I think Kyrie would do it too. Like if you were serious, Kyrie doing fans would love to see Kyrie in a one
right.
on one.
So I think it's something they can do like next year. I think there's so much options they have, but I think as long as people care, that's all they need. So if Wemby can show care, then that's fine.
That's the
Uh,
key. This no, you're absolutely right. The All Star weekend would be peak top tier, even with the layout they have now. If everyone cared, that's it. If everyone cared, realistically, if
I
guys
might
said,
they didn't care that much back in the day either. Let's not act like they cared. They cared in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't as last as like chill as it is now. It's too chill.
okay, like guys would close out better. Yeah, it wouldn't be like they wouldn't be playing like playoff ball, but they would still show like, okay, it's not. There's pride. We have pride, right? It was the main thing was there was more contestants back in the day, and there was more stars in certain events back in the day, or known guys than it is now. Only 3 point competition has and the skills. The skills in 3 point competition has guys that like the Brunson, the Cat, whatever. Like it has guys, right? But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dunk off is really.
Yeah, the dunk. That's why I will say I kind of can see the blame for LeBron for the dunk contest. I think, what's his name? I think it was Gil, because he's always saying some shit. He was talking about like a lot of these guys aren't really stars. Back in the day, it was stars there. That's not always the case. Sometimes there was guys who weren't really stars. I do think that the league focused on analytics, which is a topic that we can talk about probably in the offseason, but the league's focus on analytics
Yeah,
has also hurt the All-Star game, but no one talks about that so much because, when we talk about stars and all of that. You have Jalen Johnson, they have Scotty, you have Denny, who are all like they do
yep.
everything type players, but you don't have that bucket getter like anymore. We don't bring the bucket getter because the league doesn't like the bucket getter anymore. So they don't like Jalen Green, they don't like Kaminga, they don't like you know
Cam
Cam
Thomas,
Thomas. They don't like them players, right? Guys who can get you this much, they don't fuck with them. So you won't see them in the All-Star game, even if they're talented enough to be in one. So it's always something. But let's get on. I think we both like the All Star. So, big two. I think two thumbs up to the All Star weekend.
real talk,
A topic that gets brought up every time during this. Now, I will say it's been earlier than normal because I think Utah just went too ham, tanking,
they're going crazy. They're going crazy.
tanking, tanking, tanking. It is a topic that people bring up. I also think people are bringing up tanking because there's no basketball for the next like 3 days. I do think we should be talking about like what we're talking about after tanking. Oh, what we want to see. The playoff matchups that we kind of are looking forward to. Blah blah blah. How good can teams like Charlotte be? Blah, like all those things. What we should be talking about, not focusing on like the Washington Wizards are gonna tank. Da, da, da. Yeah, of course these teams are gonna tank. Of course they're gonna tank. That's what they have to fucking do. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Unfortunately.
it's the way the odds are and all that other stuff. Like, so right now everyone's trying to figure out how would you stop tanking? How could you stop it? One, do I think tanking is bad? I don't like when like teams don't play. Like I don't like if Markkinen and Jaren Jackson Jr. all of a sudden Jaren Jackson Jr. is out for the season. But I hate when they're like, oh, he can't play this whole. Zubac is all of a sudden injured and is not going to play for the Pacers. Probably not. He may not play the season. So it's shitty. It is, but I also think like in other leagues you can't really do that. Like football, you can't do that because it's too physical of a game. You
Yeah,
can't, right? You can't. And yeah, I think there's also a lot more mans. But before I say like how I would change tanking, or I'll tell you what I'll do to change tanking, and then you tell me yours if you have something to change tanking. How I would generally change tanking is I would find the fuck out of teams who tank. Like I'll find you. I'll take away draft picks. Like if you're purposely tanking. Now the question is, how can you prove if someone's purposely
that's
tanking,
the key. Yeah. How do
right?
you prove? Yeah.
You have to see like if Pascal is not playing out of rest, that's bad. Or you know what? He can take a game off, right? But if you're not playing your talented players in the fourth quarter, you're blatantly tanking. I think sometimes we can just see with our eyes that if a team is tanking, we don't need anything. But what you could do, and I think a lot of people have suggested it, everybody who doesn't make the playoffs, flatten the odds, complete flatten. There's no the top fours have 14%, and then the other will have like 9%. Then it goes down. You keep getting worse and worse. No, no, no. If you don't make the playoffs, everyone's even. Everyone's even. And that's it. And that's how I think you fix tanking, right? That's the only thing I can think of. That's how I would fix it. Everyone's just even field. So it doesn't if you're Memphis and you're the 20 and 33 and you're Sacramento 12 and 44, it doesn't matter. Flatten the odds. And then no one's tanking. Because then everyone's just trying, you're just gonna try not to make the playoffs, but that's fine because I think the rest of the league is still gonna try to,
It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you just yeah, it doesn't matter at that point.
right? Like I don't think then Utah's gonna bench Markkinen if they're facing Dallas because it won't matter because they're not making the playoffs. So it just won't matter to them. It'll just get really ugly maybe in the last 10 games because teams are going to be like, well, we're not going to play our guys in risk of injury. and we want to see this young, like we want to see Ace Bailey play more to see what he
Yeah,
can bring to the table next year.
yeah, yeah.
So, but that's how I would fix tanking. How would you fix tanking?
You know what? I really agree with that flat line after the playoffs. After whichever teams don't make the playoffs, you flatline. Like I really agree with that. You know what I mean? There's only one good side to tanking, which is the players that normally do not get to play get to showcase, get opportunity, right? So
100%.
that's the other side of tanking. Like you see guys get some minutes and teams like, oh, he can do this, and it increased their value, and teams can flip them for picks and whatnot. And guys just get into a certain rhythm because they're tanking, right? Guys you wouldn't get to see play. So there's always a positive side. There's always a positive note to a negative note, right?
Mhm.
So I like to look at that too, right? But the negative is just, yeah, like you said, just guys sitting out, fans paying their hard-earned bread to see certain guys play. Even if the team is trash, they still want to see certain guys play, right? Because they're fans, like they've been rocking with y'all. So, but your idea is summed up. It's perfect. Streamline it, flatline it. Whoever doesn't make the playoffs, everyone gets the same odds. I'm gonna throw a number out there that's maybe 5% odd chance to get the number one pick.
Yep, everyone
The
gets
other
the same
22
odds.
teams, right? Or whatever the other 14 teams I say get 5% odd chance to get number one pick. Whatever.
Yeah. So like it won't even matter because you all have the same
So,
odds.
so at
Um,
this point, as the owner, you're just going to care about, okay, we're not making the playoffs. We still want to make bread, so we're going to play our guys. So at
yeah.
least we can get revenue. You know what I mean? Instead of,
Like let's look at the bottom of the West standings, right? Is Sacramento tanking? Just not
I
good.
believe Sacramento is not tanking. They're just not good together. They
Not
got
good.
good guys, but together, just not good.
Is
They
New
don't
Orleans
have any
tanking?
defenders. Is who? Sorry.
Sorry, no, continue with my bad.
No, I said who? I was listening to what you were going to say.
New Orleans, are they tanking?
Oh, the money's tanking.
But are they trying to? Because Zion's playing. Trey Murphy's
Zion's playing, huh?
Yeah, Zion's playing.
I
Trey
don't think
Murphy's
they're
playing.
tanking. I just think they're just not good, actually. Because I'm like, who's the point guard? Like, they don't have a point guard really right
Right?
now. It's
Herb Jones is. I think
just
he's playing.
Herb Jones, Trey Jones is playing. Zion's playing. Dairy Queen. Shout out to Derek Queen. But I'm going to call him Dairy Queen because that nigga's smooth. Like the soft
Okay.
serve.
He's playing. Dallas. They're playing. They're trying. It's not good. They're just not good. These guys are just not good.
Dallas is just not good enough front office, not good on court. They
They're just
just,
not good. Fucking
just
Mark Cuban's trying to buy back the team. Those are on his team. They're
come
not.
on,
They're not a
Mark. Mark,
focused team.
You knew what the fuck you did by selling to those tycoons. And no, I said giving up majority ownership to those fucking tycoons.
You knew what you were
Those
doing.
casino tycoons. You know what the fuck you're doing. You're trying to save face now. Fuck all that.
The Grizzlies. Are they now? I think they're tanking.
This is fuck jobs out. I believe you traded Jaron Jackson Jr. for. I'm still trying to figure out.
Right. So they're tanking, right? Utah, I think now is tanking. Like these teams, the reason why Utah,
Utah should change the logo on the jersey to a tank symbol.
but do you know why they're tanking? Is because, and this is what people are also about the protections, right? People are trying to fix this whole protection thing. Their draft pick, if it falls, it goes to OKC. So they're trying to be back because they don't want to go to OKC,
Yeah.
right? So they're definitely trying to tank. Okay, Eastern Conference. Chicago, I don't know. Are they? I can't tell. I know they traded Vucevic, Io, and Kobe, but are they tanking?
They're trying to just confuse us. They're doing something. They're just confused.
Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee, they shut down Giannis. They're tanking.
I don't think Giannis is out for the season though.
He's on for the season.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. That brother was all over All-Star Weekend as well. That man couldn't sit down.
Yeah, he could definitely could. Still.
Like he was. I don't know if he's okay. He has a calf. Said Saturday that he feels 100% healthy. He feels 100% healthy?
That's the feeling is different than playing.
He said this like 12 hours ago. But he's like he wants to play 1-on-1, then 3-on-3, then 5-on-5. And then once he checks all the boxes, then he saw Cam Thomas play. He's like, honestly, I can play enough defense. I can generally play enough defense to cover this.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah. I can
started
take
playing.
breaks. I can take breaks. Offense, he'll cook okay. I don't have to cook. He'll cook okay.
He's playing for our contract, so he should low-key kind of play. There's no need for him not to. Brooklyn is tanking because they don't got their picks next year. So they're generally this is like their last year of their own pick.
They got a tank, Brooklyn. They got a tank.
I think they're gonna try to be good next year because I think if they don't, their picks go to I think it's Houston. So I think they gotta Indiana. I
You
also
know the answer.
I think they're just not good
You
because
shut down Zoobs. You shut down Zoobs.
Pascal's
That
just
ain't
generally not trying. I mean, Pascal's trying so hard, and the whole world sees that this guy's still trying.
He's the only one. He has no other way.
Yeah,
Pascal cannot not try. I
yeah,
think he got here.
this is true. This is true. Washington, I think now they're tanking. But I don't think they were tanking before, but now they're gonna tank. But I think they're like in their mind, we can still try hard. Like you just said it. All the young guys get to play. You're not resting Alex Sarr. You're not resting Trey Johnson. You're not resting Koulibaly. You're not resting any of these guys. You can
Oh,
play
you
them,
know. Yeah, 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 yeah.
right? This is the perfect time.
Washington's gonna be interesting for next season, though. It'll be interesting next season, Washington.
I think I would hope so, right? But I'm not relying on Anthony Davis, who there's some reports that brother don't even want to be there. Yeah, I heard because he just wanted to get paid. He wants to get paid, and fine. We all want to get paid, brother. We all want to get
We get paid. You think we all want to be at work certain days?
paid.
Come
Like,
on,
so, because he came for I think the press conference and then hasn't come back since, and that's kind of funny to me. So, uh,
holy
yeah, like other
shit.
than that, like even if you go to the 10th, because the 10th season, the Clippers are definitely not trying to tank. They're
No,
not trying to. They don't have a. They're praying Indiana starts winning games. That's what they're gonna pray for. 'Cause they want to get that pick if it falls. Portland is trying. Golden State's trying, and then to the east, I think Atlanta's gonna try. I think Charlotte is definitely trying. Like I
yeah,
think Atlanta
still,
may try, but Atlanta will look at Milwaukee. If Milwaukee keeps climbing, Atlanta's gonna stop trying. I think.
I don't see Milwaukee climb until at least Giannis comes back, and they're
Right.
still falling right now,
Right.
right?
Right. But I think Atlanta, you didn't bring Kaminga to not see if you're about to pay this man because Kaminga's is going to be on a contract team. Are you going to pay Kaminga a 4 year 120 or probably what he wants like a 4 year 180? Or is he worth fucking 2 years, I don't know, 50 mil? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows what
That
Kaminga's worth?
250 mil's not bad. Still Kaminga. That's not
It's
bad.
not, but like what is he worth ultimately?
You didn't really see in a
Yeah.
consistent role for you
Golden
know what I
State kind
mean?
of ruined his like you're a big Kaminga guy. Like they kind of ruined his rep.
It did. It did. Because these coaches talk, and Kerr's talking. Kerr can't even coach. That's a whole topic right there.
Um, but yeah, so I think with tanking, I don't know, man. I like what Steph Curry said. Steph Curry said that there's still, majority of the league is still not tanking. Like honestly, we're complaining about the Washington Wizards and the fucking
Utah
Utah
Jazz.
Jazz. Like, who cares? Like no one else is tanking. The primetime
Yeah,
games that they put at 8 p.m. on a Saturday are not with tanking teams. We don't care,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I think they just try to find a problem with the league so much. Like it's not. I swear in the NHL right now, where was the bottom team? But like the Vancouver Canucks are going to tank. They want the worst record now. Calgary wants to be bad soon, but they may go on a hot streak. You never know with hockey sometimes. But like this is just a hockey quick thing. So when the teams are bad, when the Leafs were bad, they
Yeah.
generally were trying to lose to get Austin Matthews. Come on, they were trying to lose. It's crazy when people act like you think Edmonton wasn't trying to get Connor McDavid? Bro, when there's generational talent coming from the draft,
Yeah.
just tanking's happening.
Yep, yeah, 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 yeah.
They're
How the
saying
Spurs
this
get
draft is
Wemby.
right, right, right. They're saying this draft is generational. Yo, bro, people are tanking. The Raptors tried to tank last year to get Cooper Flag. It just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
work, but they tried.
It's we're good. We were close. We're kind of close still.
So to act like sometimes tanking
It's true.
works, right?
It's
Sometimes
true.
tanking works. So it's not like you're a good team that you're not the Lakers who gets James Worthy after getting Magic, okay?
That's
That's
crazy.
some next shit,
That-
okay?
That's crazy. We're with a whole last cream on the team, so that's crazy. Man.
So that's totally different. Um, yeah. So let's move on to the last topic. We were just talking about the standings. This next, what, 30 games, should be fun. Should be
Yeah.
really fun. The Raptors, our team would have to be like 7 and like 20 or something to make it to the play-in tournament. If they go 500, they'll probably be the same seed, right? If I had to make an early prediction, just the way I'm looking at the standings, I think the Raptors are going to face the Boston Celtics. I think the Celtics, not that they're going to slide. I just think New York and Cleveland are going to start winning more games than Boston. It's going to be very tight, but Boston will be like the last of those three, if I had to look at it. So I think it will be a Toronto versus Boston regardless. And I was thinking about it earlier, like the other day, and I look at I'm like, yo, Boston shouldn't be this good. Now they got Vucevic, I totally forgot. I'm like, you know what? That and he may be coming off the bench, him and Pritchard, not bad.
That's a good 70. Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what matchup I'm looking forward to if this were to happen, but I feel this matchup could happen. The Heat may drop, could be playing stuff. I feel like the Hornets versus the Pistons.
Everyone's praying for it. After what happened, everybody's praying for it. And it's like a difference in styles. You have like a kind of a run gutting team who likes to shoot. And then you have Detroit who's more they kind of have that mold, man, a little bit grittier. They fight more. They want it. It's a little bit different for Detroit. So that should be fun. We always say all we want is fun matchups. All we want is fun matchups. So like if I had to pick, let's even go kind of through it quickly. Like Detroit, the teams I want Detroit to face is honestly a Charlotte and if Philly dropped the Philly, just to make it exciting, right? I don't think Philly's gonna drop like that, but either those two teams that'd be exciting as fuck. That'd be generally exciting. The team that I actually probably don't want to see in the East, like just because entertainment wise, is the Orlando Magic.
Me too. I agree with you. I agree.
They're not fun. Miami, I think it's just to see what like Miami's Miami. So you'd be like, yo, what Miami gonna
Miami's Miami. I want to see what Hero was gonna do, and I like my boy Norman. So you already know. I'm gonna
you know what I'm
watch
saying?
Norman. And Bam is to me. I fuck with Bam too.
They're a team that somehow will just win 2 games. You'd be like, how did they win 2 games? It makes no sense. They'll compete. Like they're not a team that's like not going to compete.
Of course.
So I think as for Detroit, I would love to see Philly or Charlotte, Boston, because Boston's kind of a boring team to me. I think the Eagles will find them boring as well, right?
Boston is boring, yeah. Even when they had Tatum, it was like they weren't fun to watch. It was like we're shooting threes.
I think Boston, and we're only speaking first round. I think second round it could be like it would be entertaining, whatever. But Boston, like a Boston Philly or Boston Miami, would be kind of fun. Boston Miami is fun because like I don't know. I'm saying it early now, but how's that not a 6 game series? At least a 6 game series.
Yeah, yeah. They're both ready. They're both ready. You know, if the playoffs were today, it'd be the Celtics and the Magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
get the Magic out of here, man.
so that's not fun. If the playoffs were today as well, it would be the Knicks versus the Sixers. I feel like that's a box office series. I want
Honestly,
to see that
Philly,
series.
yo, Philly.
I want to see that series.
Yo, Philadelphia is just a team that mans are just so curious about in the playoffs. Because Embiid's been playing nice.
He's the ball. DJ is a dog. Maxi is 30. He's a 30 man. He's a 30 man, right? Oubre is there, causing that. Like, you know what I mean?
They're a team that I just think generally like honestly, if you told me in fucking June or whatever, or no, I'll say May, that this team is on the verge of making it to the conference finals, I'll be like, Embiid's healthy, so it makes sense. Because if Embiid's healthy, and because Embiid healthy, he's not the number one guy, because he's not the number one guy. It's Maxi's team,
It's Maxi. It's Maxi. Yes. And BJ's taking notes. Remember, BJ's there taking
and then
notes.
like we can hate on it, but Paul George as a fourth option, fifth option isn't horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's fucking Paul George. So,
Right,
and this is
right.
a guy I love. Pause. This is a
VJ,
guy. This is a guy
VJ,
I met. This is a guy I met. He's legit 6'9". He's legit 6'9".
like VJ, like all these things. First of all, as you know, I was at the Raptor game the other day, against Detroit. Yo, these men are tall. Like I had
Fair,
I had
fair.
okay seats, man, and man, these guys are like, yo, Cade is a big dude. RJ, a big dude.
He's
Yo,
big. He's
these guys
big.
aren't
He's next
small.
to
Yeah, these
yeah,
guys aren't
yeah,
small,
yeah.
man. I don't know why I thought Cade is because when you're watching on TV, you still know how like big these guys
Oh,
are. These
this
guys are
guy's
big. Like, I gotta
this
say.
guy's you know what I mean? 0.0005% chance of the lead. You know what I mean? Cade's legit 6'9", huh?
Yeah, he's tall.
With
Cade is
weight,
tall.
with weight, huh?
Yeah. He's
What about
legit.
Durham? Durham was suspended, so you didn't see Durham.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see Durant.
What's this? What about Barnes? Barnes, who look bigger than Barnes or Cade?
They low-key look the same size. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's
Even
and that's
RJ.
Pistons point guard. And that's the
Yeah,
problem.
even RJ. They
This
all three look like same, but RJ, I mean, Barnes look bigger, obviously, because he still has more like physical looking strength on him. Um, you know, freaking what's his name? Ingram is slender. That guy is skinny.
He's slender man, but he's long.
Yeah.
Who's the smallest guy you would say like, okay, this guy's actually kind
That
of
was
or
Jamal Shed is legit small, lower than
I
everybody.
said he's average height, which is 6 foot,
Yeah. He's probably
6 1.
6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'1", maybe.
That's not even fucking
Yeah, he's
short.
but he's big, he's bulky, right? So it was hard for people
He's
to
different.
beat him. You know who was like underratedly tall and like kind of strong? Duncan Robinson.
Doug Robinson is a little for real.
That man, tall and strong, man. Yeah.
Did you
He
see your boy Battle? How Battle was Battle looking like he was stretched?
but battle would he never the man wasn't playing, man. That guy cheesed me. Uh, he played at the end, I think, but that's a whole other issue. I think the Raptors rotation needs to be fixed, but I get it. They really want these guys to get better. We'll talk about that. You talk about New York. Honestly, New York is just such an entertaining team. So them against
Yeah,
this one
yeah.
is just like it's fun to watch.
I feel like that New York and the Sixers would be
Fucking
that's
box
that's
office, man.
that's yeah that's box
Yeah,
office to me.
that's
That's box
that's the
office.
one. Um, Cleveland, I think now with Harden, anyone that they play, it's should be exciting. Because I won't lie, there's half the people in this world, in this league, that are almost waiting for Harden's fall.
Yeah,
They're
that's
waiting.
half. Yeah, half is watching to see the fall. Half is watching to see if he can do it. Yeah,
Right. Right. So I
yeah.
think that's what it comes down to with them. Um, I don't know who we're talking about like funness. I don't know who Toronto's not fun either right now to me. They kind of remind me of Orlando. There's nothing that's fun about them. Um,
They're fun because they're the Raptors to me. Like they're just that's what makes
because they're
them
our
fun. Like,
team,
they're the
right? So
Raptors.
like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
So
don't
it's
have
like
expectations for them. Like
I hear you.
I don't have any expectations for them in the playoffs. Like I don't want to. I have to tell myself. I have to promise myself to watch them in the playoffs and not get mad when they lose. I'm gonna be.
Second round is my expectation, and I said this how many
You
months ago?
did.
I said
You
this.
did 100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't have
So
second round expectations because I don't think they're bad. The thing that if they face Boston, I would have higher because I don't think Boston. I love what they've done. I think
mhm.
the person we're not talking about as an MVP is Jalen fucking Brown. We're not talking about him enough as MVP because I'm thinking like
Because playing like a mother.
because even if you think about real quick, who is the MVP? Is it Shea? Is it Shea just because their record? Like that's it? Like
if the NBA season done today, I'd be looking at the top records. I'd be looking at the short. Like, okay, Cade definitely should be in consideration. Then I look at the West, like Shea. Okay, we need for Shea. And look one step further. I look at San Antonio,
Yeah, honestly,
and I see there's an alien on that squad
honestly.
that is doing a lot in limited amount of minutes.
Yep.
Change the All Star game briefly, and you know what I mean. I'm looking at Wemby as like Wemby, you're a top seven player right now in my eyes in the league.
If Boston can keep the second seed, if they can keep the second seed and have a pretty good record, like
Like
I
50 wins.
yeah, because they're like going for 50. They're probably gonna win 50 because that's 15 more wins to get to 50. It's
That's tough.
possible.
That's tough.
Um,
People did not see Boston in this at all right now.
right.
The
So like
Spurs was more likely to be better than Boston this year. We know.
yeah. And then like just if Shea wins it, it's one of those like this sounds bad to say, but it's like almost nobody really deserved it. So we're just giving it to the guy who's been the best player who's played the 65 games, right? We have to
Like
give it to
when
someone who played
Joker got
65.
at the back to back. Like when Joker.
Right. Yeah, we have to give it to someone who plays 65 games. And it's Shea because if Wemby misses any more games, he's out. I think he has like two more games to miss, and then he's out of it.
When we need Smith, oh shit, that nigga's ankle is he's fragile when he
Yeah,
falls. Every time he falls,
he
he's like,
he miss it. So he may not get that award. Jokic has one game left, and then he's out of that thing. You know, LeBron's out. I think Luca has like seven more games. Like only some guys have a few more games, and then the 65 game is done. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's for the East. The East is, is
yeah.
certain. The Western Conference, the Wild
This
Wild
is
West.
exciting because even I have matchups if they would be done today, and to me, I would watch all these matchups. Like I'd
Talk
want to see
about
all
it.
these matchups done today. Like
Talk about
let's
it.
start with the top. Let's start with OKC versus G Golden State. A, I feel Golden State's going to drop and Clippers are going to climb up, and it'll be OKC versus Clippers. That's
If
box
Kawhi,
office.
we just talked about this just now. Yo, because of their record, we can't consider him. But the way Kawhi is playing the past month plus, this
He's the
man
MVP. The
MVP
like yeah, this 2026 calendar year, he's the best player in the NBA. I'm
easily,
gonna say.
easily,
I'm gonna
easily.
say.
But sorry, continue.
Right.
I agree with you.
And that's a hell of a series, right? OKC versus the Clippers. That's a hell of a series. We go down number two, Spurs versus the Suns. You're talking about Wemby and DB. Are you kidding me? And if Jalen Green can come back to more firepower because he's not out for the season, I don't think. That's a hell of a series. Underachieving Suns with a young Spurs, hungry Spurs team. There's a lot of guard play with both squads, right? A lot of guards, a lot of 6'7" guys and shorter, right? With the
If,
Suns and the
if,
Spurs.
if I can add to what you're saying with this with the Suns, just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, Devin Booker missed a lot of games. They're just two back from the fifth Lakers. They're really just a game and a half back. Yo, imagine if Devin Booker didn't miss those games. Heck, what if Jalen Green didn't miss those games? Continue. I'm just saying, man, this team
That like
is
I
top.
did not expect the Suns to be. It's like I'm happy for DB. Next series, this is a crazy series too. This is box office. This is 7 games. Nuggets and the
7 games.
Wolves.
I need no. The thing
This
is,
is
I
this
don't
is two
want seven.
overtimes. There has to be two overtimes in the
I don't want
series.
7 games in this. I don't want. I want 11. I want 11 games.
I
I want 11. Give me 11.
know this is gonna be a slugfest. This is gonna be a slugfest. And the next, it's Rockets versus the Lakers. That's
That
star
is
power.
like when they talk about star box office, that is
That's star
box
power.
office.
That's star power, right? You know what I mean? You have LeBron, you have the Luca, you have Reeves, and you got on the other side, you got KD, you have Sengun. Fred is gonna be back. You have Amen. Like
Fred's
you
not
got
coming back. Who said Fred's coming back?
oh shoot, Fred's not coming back for he's out. He's out. He's not coming back for off.
There was like a small rumor that this man could come back, but I don't think he's coming back. Because
Okay,
they need
yeah,
Fred. They need Fred because Houston's kind of
definitely.
fucking up. But oh, I should have said, have you heard the rumors about Katie's burner?
Again?
Yeah, so
Another
after
story?
the All-Star game, there was who knows, man. The same was his burner. this man was talking about like his current team. He said like Sengun isn't good, Jabari Smith isn't good. He was talking shit about his own team. It was a burner. Who knows if it was true or not? We just know he's had burners before. But he was talking shit about his own team, talking shit about his coach, all that.
Udoka,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I honestly feel like out of all the coaches, Udoka will choke KD. Like he'll choke him.
He may, he may.
Like you remember, Udoka's in the league. Udoka's a big man. Like Udoka had Neil Long and dropped the ball, and he's like,
Like if you
I
type Kevin Durant, it's the first news is Rockstar faces alleged burner account controversy. So like,
KD. Like,
yeah,
is
it's
it because you got no girl, KD? You got no kids, you got no girl. Like, is that what it is? You just got a lot of time on your hands.
he
They
must.
got nothing to give a fuck about. Like, obviously you play ball a lot, but like, you got nothing else going on for you. Is
Yeah,
that what it is?
the whole burner account thing is yeah, no, no.
Don't say not to have a burner. Whatever. You want to have a burner, you want to pre, whatever pre, but it's what you do with the burner. That's what you do with the burner.
Like, don't
You know
message
what I mean?
anybody. Like don't message
Yeah,
anyone.
just pre, just pre. If you want to pre, see what the fuck, whatever the fuck you do, cool. But
So let me quote something he had said. Um, he
I
said,
can't believe this.
I can't trust Jabari to make a fucking shot or get a stop. The man said he's low key the R word, which I don't like that R word, but he said low key.
Holy shit.
And
This is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, he
Holy
was
shit.
yeah, he said
Are you
I forgot
serious?
other stuff he said. He was just shit talking about it.
This actually got hacked. I hope it's a hack because this is too funny still. Holy shit.
Yeah. He
So why be smoking shots still open?
okay, let me see the other stuff he said. He
Holy,
said
you get a
so
okay, say he's an all-star.
Last year, Devin Booker and Vogel, he called them two dictators, Stalin and Hitler.
Holy shit.
He's like,
Holy shit.
when we lose, it's my team, and when we win, it's Book's team.
Holy
I
shit. Those
swear I
are
miss Ben Simmons. At least that nigga would pass me the ball. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy.
that's funny shit though still. It's funny shit.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Especially the Jabari Smith. I can't trust the nigga make a fucking shot.
I don't know, man. This guy was wilding, man. He's legit wilding. He's wilding, man.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I think when I look at the West, if I when I'm looking at the standings, I don't want Golden State on. I get it, Steph Curry, blah blah, but there's no Jimmy Butler. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win. This
Come on. Come
this
on.
is not 2017 Steph. It's not. So just pack it up. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Just
Back it up.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope the Clippers. If not, man, give me some Trailblazers, a team that competes. Jeremy Grant all of a sudden is scoring off the bench again. Um, I love the fact that I respected myself to not trade him this year. I did not. Because
Amen. Amen.
every year I trade him, but it never happens. But that team is still fucking good, man. It's still good. I think Scoot is back or he's coming back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Shade Sharp is a hired gun sometimes off the bench. So or when he starts, he can score. But I think in the West, man, it just should be fun, man. It should be a lot of
That's gonna be hella fun. It's hella fun.
like
Uh,
Spurs is such a young team. Like you're telling me Dylan Harper, first year going playoffs. Castle, his first year in the playoff, but his like second year in the league. Fox, what can Fox do? What can Wemby do? Like, how intense is Wemby gonna be in the playoffs? How aggressive is he gonna be?
He's gonna be hella aggressive. I can't wait. Like I cannot wait for the Spurs matchup. Whoever they're matching up in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Even same with the Suns. Whoever they're matching up with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Same with the Nuggets. Same with the Wolves.
The
Like
West is
these,
fun. The West is a lot of
it's hella fun. Like there's no team aside from Warriors, and I'd still watch Warriors if they made it. You know what I
fun.
mean? That I wouldn't. That I'd be like, But the East now, like the Orlando, even the Cavs, I don't see. Well, Cavs have harder now, so I'd watch. But we're in the Magic, where I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I'm excited to watch them. I just like
Nothing's
background
exciting.
noise.
Nothing's really exciting. New York somehow is exciting. Honestly, the only teams that are
Yeah.
really exciting in the East is just New York and Charlotte. If I actually be real, the excitement that is those two. To take away
If
the
you're
whole,
neutral, not a Toronto fan,
yeah, not a
and we're
Toronto. Yeah,
keeping Toronto out, okay, then yeah, it'd be the Pistons to me. It'd be the Sixers, I'd say, and it'd be yeah,
you're right. The Sixers
yeah,
too. The Sixers, because
yeah,
Sixers, you
and the
just don't know
Knicks.
what the hell you're gonna get from them.
Yeah, yeah. So it'd be those three teams still, because the Cavs, like, I'm a little interested because Harden is there,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? The Celtics is like they're overachieving teams. I'm gonna see what's popping, but it's not
Right.
gonna. I'm not invested, right?
No, no, no. They
And if
play
the Hornets were to
physical
make it,
bricks.
I would think if the Hornets were to make it, I'm like that's entertaining because you got Lamelo, you got Bridges, got Khan. That's bread and butter. That's entertaining.
Yeah, I definitely would want to see them. I think Atlanta, if they somehow kept Trey, I would have been happy to see them in the playoffs.
I would
Um,
too, especially they're going against the Knicks somehow.
Orlando for sure, no. I can care less. I think they're going to do another change in Orlando.
And that team is a decent, good. It's a, how to say? I would say
Oh yeah,
Orlando's a good
yeah,
team
yeah.
on
We all
paper.
thought a little bit higher about this team this year.
Yeah,
Not like this. Probably
the,
did we not put them in the
the
fourth best team? Probably in the East.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you have Franz, you have Paulo. You know what I mean? You
Gotta
got
trade one of
fucking
them.
Bane.
You're trading one of them. You are.
You
I,
got Black,
whenever the season
Suggs.
ends, when the season ends, I'm calling Milwaukee. Hey, here's Paulo. Here's I don't really want to give up Suggs, but I gotta give up a contract. So I gotta probably give up Suggs. Give me Giannis. That's it. Give me Giannis
Yeah.
and Bobby Portis. Then I'm good.
Ooh, I honestly, that's not bad.
Oh, I think
Milwaukee's
like
getting young guys and they can build around like
I
Orlando.
truly think that is their best. Like they're looking at like teams like Houston. Yo, unless you're giving me legit Sengun, there's nothing in Houston I want. Sengun or Amen. But you have to give me one of those.
They're, if I'm Houston, I'm not. I'm leaving those two the fuck alone. Are you kidding me?
Those two
I'm
are my
leaving
two
those two the
guys.
fuck alone. I'm
No,
leaving Amen didn't even reach his potential, and Sengun didn't reach their potential, and they're both all stars type,
no,
all star level.
no
Stop
way,
this.
no way, no way.
Amen is going to be in 2 years the best. Once Kawhi is out the league, Amen's going to be the top perimeter defender hands down. It's not going to
Oh,
be close.
he could be better than him now. Like we're just giving the
That's
respect to Kawhi. We're just giving the respect to Kawhi.
you're actually right. You're actually right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, no way, no
You
way.
would if he wins a ring somehow, if Amen wins a ring somehow, he could fuck around and win a Finals MVP like Iguodala did. He could fuck around and win a Finals MVP because of the defense and intangibles. So
Yeah, no, no. I think yeah, no, it should be. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Orlando's the only team that has. There's probably some other teams, but like I think Orlando has the young talent that they're also willing to give up,
yeah,
and then it doesn't make Orlando worse because they still got Franz, right? They still have Franz. And if you're Milwaukee, you're like, okay, we don't have him, but you can tell me I get Paulo
Paul and Suggs.
or
I should
Paulo
have a
and Black.
500 records.
I'm
Or
good.
yeah,
I'm not tripping,
I should still be 500 if I'm coached well. We could still be 500 ish
right?
next
I don't got
season.
draft picks. I don't have draft picks, so let me get these young guys. No, I would. It would make Orlando instantly better, make them
Mhm.
entertaining. So I don't know. I think
And
that's
you have Cam Thomas, resign Cam Thomas, have him as a six man off the bench. Say go to work. You have your two guys to start. You got Gary Trent around you in the starting lineup, whatever as
yeah,
a shooter. Like just
yeah.
like you have
Stick with it.
something. You have if Paulo and Suggs go there for Portis and Giannis, you still have some a team to go watch in Milwaukee that you could that's
Yep,
respectable.
yep,
You know
yep.
what I mean?
100%, 100%. It's still definitely a good team. So I don't know. It should be good on the east and west side. I'm very much looking forward to see the rest of this, season. Last thing, very, 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 very last thing. If you had to do a finals prediction, are you going with your original final prediction or are you changing it up a little bit? Is there a team that you just want to say that, hey, I'm gonna keep it the same, but I just want to sprinkle this team in?
In the West, I'm keeping it the same. If OKC's healthy, I'm still gonna go to OKC, and they got the experience, they got the defense slash hacking. They got McCain now, so it's like arguably they moved the needle in the right direction. Arguably, let's keep it a buck. We'll get McCain right. The East now, like
I
it's
think it was New
still
York, right?
yeah, it's still open, but it's between to me still New York and the new bad boy Pistons. I feel
The thing is, I like the Pistons, but I do think they're still missing, and they know it. They're missing an additional scorer, like a guy who can really get his bucket on a consistent level. That's why they should have went for like an Anthony Simons type
should have
player,
been. Yeah,
who can get you. Now, I don't think it's Anthony Simons. I think ultimately it's somebody else. I don't think it's Anthony Simons. It has to be um like a starting caliber player who can play a little defense. But if you have a Sir, do you really need defense? But whatever. Because you Assur's offensively still needs so much work. So that's why you're like that. But Duncan Robinson can still shoot the three pretty well. You're a tough defensive minded team. So them I think New York is still the team to beat in the East. I think bar none. Cleveland, I'm not too sure if losing Garland, we said, yo, if Cleveland doesn't make it to the conference finals and loses in a game 6 or 7 to fucking New York, and my New York is the only team I think they should lose to.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement.
Um, like I think Cleveland's better than Detroit, and I like Detroit, but I think they should beat Detroit. So, but yeah, so Cleveland is one team, but then in the West, I still think OKC, but that Denver team, the fact that they didn't have Jokic and still were winning games, a better bench, if everyone can come healthy into the playoffs, especially Jamal Murray, that team can. It's odd. Like
Do you
I
think Cade can ascend and be even play at even a higher level in the playoffs, or do you think what you see is that's it?
oh, I think he can ascend. He was hitting beer threes against the Raptors, and yeah, man, he just needs people to join him. If he has people to join him, sky's the limit for Detroit. Honestly, just needs people to join him. That's how I really see it, man. If he just had like yeah, nah, man, he has something over there. He has something over there. I think Jalen Duren is good. He's a double double machine.
He
I
is.
would like if Jalen Duren turned more into a more offensive big in the sense of like I don't know. I'm gonna use maybe you can give me a better name. Like, I don't want to say Julius Randle because I don't think he could be Julius Randle. Julius Randle has a kind of a package for the type of power forward he is. But just more, I think. Just more offensively gifted. I don't know. I don't have a name in my head.
Maybe it's Sabonis.
Okay, yeah, yeah, like, I'm more like yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. That'd be not bad at all. Like, yeah, because Sabonis could still do a lot under the basket. So if Jalen Duren can turn into a 23, 24, and 10 type player, oh, then they won't need then it's fine to have Duncan Robinson and everyone else because you can give it to Jalen Duren in the post and he can back a guy down and have a little bit of moveset. He doesn't have moveset like that.
Yeah.
A lot of it's like,
Not yet. Yeah.
you know what I'm
Not
saying?
yet. A lot of it's just like I'm around the rim dunk, alley,
Yeah, yeah. I kind of
like
have a
maybe
little
a
bit of a jumper.
spin. Yeah.
So, but if he had a perfect jump, like a consistent jumper, things like that. Oh no, this team is.
I feel like Jalen Duren needs to in the off season just work with a legendary big. You know, work with
Mhm.
legendary big. Call up, find, get a Olajuwon's contact, but like Hakeem, like I want to work with you. Like work, you know what I mean? Like work with those like bigs that won titles, the 50
Yeah.
greatest players, Hall of Famers. Like, and I feel like you'll come back next season with some
Yeah.
drop
The thing
steps,
is,
some
work on
hooks.
footwork. The thing is, you mentioned them, but even call like a Zach Randolph. Call him.
Even not,
Like just work on the
even
footwork. Oh my God,
yeah.
Gucci, right? Like low key work
Or
with
Rasheed
Randall.
Wallace, even Rasheed
Yes,
Wallace.
yeah, yeah. Work
Like,
with like the Julius Randles. Call Pascal up and be like, hey, help me be better with my foot. Like,
Pastel plug, shout out.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Just like guys like that. But yeah, is there anything else you want to chat about in this episode?
Just go Raptors. Raptors, you need to make the second round. I believe in you. I know Mike does too. Let's get it.
I kind of believe in you. I would like to. I think if you face, it's going to face certain teams, then I believe in you, but who knows? But
I'll agree.
for YS, I'm your boy Mike. Thank goodness for Wemby and the All-Star game. We're on to the second half of the NBA season. Hopefully, it should be fun. We will enjoy it. Tanking is
Oh,
not that big of a deal. We said it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk again. Peace.